What if I told you that everything you believe about time is wrong? We're taught to think in straight lines: past, present, future. Progress always forward. A clock that never turns back. But what if time isn't a line, but a circle? What if every invention, every discovery, every civilization rises, falls, and rises again, like an eternal echo repeating itself? Roger Bacon, a medieval monk who lived 700 years ago, whispered this forbidden truth. He saw time not as endless progress, but as cycles, patterns that repeat with uncanny precision, bringing back forgotten knowledge, buried ideas, and impossible technologies. And here's the unsettling part. According to his vision, we are standing right now at the threshold of another great cycle. Which means the world you know, your phone, your job, your routines, is not as modern as you think. It has all happened before. And it will happen again. Roger Bacon was no ordinary monk. Nicknamed Dr. Mirabilis, the wonderful teacher, he was centuries ahead of his time. He spoke of flying machines, self-propelled ships, telescopes, and even devices that resembled cars and airplanes, hundreds of years before they were built. How could a man in the 1200s describe inventions that wouldn't exist until the 1800s or later? Most historians call him a genius, a rare mind who could predict the future. But Bacon himself denied that. He insisted he wasn't predicting. He was remembering. For him, knowledge wasn't linear progress. It was circular return. Civilizations discover, they flourish, then collapse. And centuries later, the same knowledge rises again, almost unchanged, as if history itself refuses to let it vanish. Have you ever had déjà vu? Or felt like we're repeating the same mistakes, just with shinier tools? That's exactly what Bacon believed. Human history is a spiral, not a straight line. Today, science is beginning to validate what Bacon saw. Archaeology reveals advanced technologies hidden in ancient ruins, like the Antikythera mechanism, a 2,000-year-old Greek computer. Mathematics shows us that complex systems, from economies to ecosystems, move in cycles, not lines. Astronomy proves that even stars are born, die, and are reborn, endlessly. And Nathalie Cabrol, an astrobiologist at NASA, found microbial life thriving in Earth's most impossible conditions, always following ancient cycles of survival and adaptation. Life itself doesn't march forward. It returns. Think about our own world. The rise and fall of empires. The boom and bust of economies. The invention and reinvention of the same new ideas. It feels linear when you're inside it. But step back far enough, and you see the pattern. History rhymes. Technology replays. Time bends. But here's the problem. The world you were trained to see, especially through school, insists on linear progress. We're advancing, they say. We're evolving. Everything is new. This story hides the deeper reality. By thinking time is linear, you never notice the trap of repetition. You believe wars are new when they are echoes. You believe crises are unprecedented when they are cycles. You believe technology is progress when it is often rediscovery. The Matrix thrives on this illusion. Because if you saw the cycles clearly, you might ask, why are we repeating the same patterns of control, division, and collapse again and again? And more importantly, who benefits from keeping us blind to the circle of time In his writings, Roger Bacon claimed knowledge was revealed in 700-year intervals. It was a cosmic rhythm, a pulse of time itself. And here's the chilling connection. From his era to ours, we are entering exactly that new interval. Every 700 years, something is reborn. A forgotten truth resurfaces. A lost technology reemerges. And humanity is faced with the same choice: repeat the same mistake, or awaken. Think about it. What if artificial intelligence, quantum physics, even your digital reality are not innovations, but re-remembered fragments from civilizations before us? Atlantis, Egypt, forgotten worlds whose echoes live on in myths and in our machines. The eternal symbol of Bacon's vision is the circle. No beginning, no end. Just return. The Ouroboros serpent, the wheel of samsara, the spiral galaxies all reflect the same truth. Even your own life is circular. Lessons repeat until you truly learn them. History is not a ladder climbing upward. It is a wheel turning endlessly. The more you deny the circle, the more it traps you. But the moment you see it, the cycle becomes a key, not a prison. So how do you break free from the illusion of linear time? You don't escape the circle. You dance with it. When the same mistakes repeat, recognize the pattern instead of despairing. When you feel stuck, ask, what is this cycle teaching me now? Study history not as progress, but as reflection. What has already been lived is being lived again. Awareness doesn't erase the circle. It transforms it. From trap into tool. From prison into portal. Roger Bacon saw beyond the illusion of progress. He knew that time wasn't marching forward. It was spiraling, returning, teaching. And today, science, nature, even your own life confirms it. The same cycles echo across centuries, across galaxies, across your own heartbeat. The question is, will you repeat blindly? Or will you awaken to the rhythm and finally choose differently? Because time isn't a line. It's a circle. And right now, the wheel is turning again. Welcome to Fragments of Reality.